Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about something that I think a lot of men struggle with that they might not even realize that they do. It's not always about how hard you work or how ambitious you are. It's about the little things you do or don't do that end up sabotaging your own success. These are subtle habits and mindsets that might seem harmless on the surface, but they actually might be keeping you stuck. So let's get into it. Number one, we have overthinking instead of taking action. A lot of guys don't realize that their biggest issue isn't necessarily laziness. It's overthinking. You might be someone who is constantly researching, planning, playing out every possible scenario in your head, and it feels like you're being smart, like you're preparing. But what is really happening here is paralysis by analysis. The problem with overthinking is that it tricks you into believing that you're being productive when you're actually just avoiding taking action. You watch videos, read advice, make lists, but you never actually put yourself out there. You never start the thing that you've been talking about or looking up or researching. You never make the move. You get stuck in your head, and the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to take action. And the truth is, clarity comes through action, not thought. You learn more by trying, failing, and adjusting than you ever will by sitting on the sidelines. So stop trying to be perfect before you start. Take the leap and figure it out as you go. And if overthinking is something that you struggle with, I want you to know that you're not alone. I struggle with it too, so this is a good reminder for me as well. Lately, I've just been in a season of reflecting more on how much has changed in the last few years and how those changes have shaped me. Life feels busy in all the best ways, but even good changes can feel really overwhelming sometimes. I've learned along the way that taking care of my mental health is just as important as anything else that I do to stay well, physically, emotionally, and creatively. It can be so helpful to just have a space to pause, talk things out, and get a clearer perspective. Whether it's managing stress, navigating life changes, or just getting out of your own head and trying not to overthink, having someone to guide you through is something a lot of us could benefit from. That's where today's sponsor, BetterHelp, comes in. A therapist will listen, ask questions, and help you see things from new perspectives. They can give you advice and techniques to make positive changes in your life. BetterHelp is on a mission to make starting therapy easier. Just fill out a short questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist in as little as a couple of days. You can switch therapists at any time at no extra cost. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, it's a platform you can trust. So click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/Courtney Ryan to get 10% off of your first month. Number two, letting rejection define you. One of the quickest ways men kill their confidence is by taking rejection personally. Whether it's a girl turning you down, not getting a job, or someone not responding to your idea, it stings. But for many men, that moment becomes something deeper. It becomes proof in their minds that they're not good enough. It's confirming the story that you've been telling yourself for as long as you can remember. You're not good enough. And the danger here isn't necessarily the rejection itself, it's the meaning that you are attaching to it. Instead of seeing it as a single moment, a learning experience, or even just a mismatch, you see it as evidence of your worth. And when that narrative repeats enough, it becomes a belief. Not just, she didn't like me, but no one ever will. Not just, I didn't get this job, but I'll never be successful. That mindset creates a cycle where you stop showing up. You stop trying, you play it safe, and worst of all, you stop believing in yourself. You try to protect yourself from ever being in that position again. But the truth is, rejection isn't always about you as a person. It's just a part of the game. Everyone faces it. It's not a reflection of your worth. It is simply feedback. Rejection is a part of life, but internalizing it as a personal flaw is what keeps you stuck. Confident men don't avoid rejection. They face it, learn from it, and move right along. They know that a no doesn't define them, how they respond to it does. And here's what separates successful men from everyone else. They don't take it personally and they don't let it stop them. They see rejection as a redirection. They bounce back, try again, and improve. That is how you build resilience. That's how you earn real confidence, not from being accepted by everyone, but knowing that you can handle it when you're not. Real confidence comes from being tested, from showing up even after you've been knocked down. It comes from choosing growth over your ego and taking action over just avoiding it altogether. When you stop tying your worth to the outcome and start focusing on the effort, the persistence, the lessons, that is when you become unstoppable. Number three, not valuing your time enough. One of the biggest silent killers of success is poor time management. And I'm not just talking about being late or unorganized, although those things aren't helping you either. I mean not treating your time like it matters. A lot of men waste hours every single day doing things that don't serve them. doom scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, chasing women who aren't interested. The list goes on. But here's the thing. Your time is your life. Every minute that you spend is a minute that you will never get back. The most successful men that I know personally treat their time like it is currency. They invest it in things that matter. Their goals, their health, their relationships, their personal development. They're intentional. They don't let distractions or low effort people pull them away from what is important. So ask yourself, is this helping me get to where I want to go? If the answer is no, then it's probably time to reevaluate. Be absolutely ruthless with your time. It is the one resource that you can't replace. And every decision that you make, from how you spend your mornings to how you respond to setbacks, is either moving you closer to that ideal version of yourself or pulling you further away. So be intentional. And I want you to do something. Visualize him, the man that you want to become. What does he stand for? What kind of energy does he carry when he walks into a room? What kind of discipline does he have when no one's watching? Now look at yourself right now, your routines, your mindset, your choices, and ask yourself, would he be doing this? Would the ideal version of me be doing this? Because if the answer is no, then why are you? Success doesn't happen by accident. Confidence doesn't come out of nowhere. It's built through consistency, through alignment, and through the small, seemingly insignificant choices that you make every single day. So choose the version of you that you are striving to become, not the version that's comfortable staying the same. Which leads me perfectly into my next point, which is avoiding discomfort at all costs. This is a big one because we live in a world where comfort is always available. And because of that, most people do anything that they can to avoid discomfort. But here's the hard truth that you need to hear. Everything that you probably want in life is on the other side of discomfort. Confidence, fitness, money, purpose, none of those things come from staying cozy in your little bubble safe space. When you avoid discomfort, you also avoid growth. You stop pushing yourself, you settle for average, you say no to things that could elevate your life because they make you nervous or unsure. Trust me, I've been there too. But you have to understand that discomfort is where all of the growth happens. That's where self-respect is built. So start doing the things that you don't feel like doing, waking up early, having uncomfortable conversations, showing up even when you're tired or unmotivated. The more that you lean into discomfort, the more resilient and confident you will become. I pinky promise. Don't let fear or temporary feelings dictate your decisions. One thing that's really helped me, specifically with working out as an example here lately, is following my plan, not my mood. If I only exercised when I genuinely felt like it, I probably wouldn't do it that often. But I have a plan, I stick to it, even on the days when it's really hard, because that is where I grow. That is where change happens. Where there's challenge, there is often change. Number 5, seeking validation instead of clarity. A lot of men chase success for the wrong reasons, not because it aligns with who they are, but because they want to prove something to other people. They want status, recognition, and attention. And while there's nothing wrong with wanting to win, if your motivation is based on external validation, you are never going to feel fulfilled. You will always need more praise, more likes, more approval. And if you don't get it, you'll start to feel like a failure even when you're actually doing well. That is a dangerous trap to fall into. So instead, I want you to focus on clarity. Really think about what you want. What kind of man do you want to be? What kind of life actually makes you happy? When you have clarity, you stop trying to impress people and start building a life that actually feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good from the outside. And number 6, surrounding yourself with the wrong people. Your environment will either elevate you or destroy you. The people you surround yourself with matter so much more than you think. If you're hanging out with guys who have no ambition, who constantly complain, who make fun of your goals or discourage you from leveling up, you are sabotaging your future. I know it might seem harmless, but I promise you it's not. You become like the people that you spend your time with. Their habits, their mindset, their expectations, it all rubs off on you whether you realize it or not. So if you want to grow, you need to be around people who push you, who challenge you, and support you. Now, this doesn't mean cutting off every friend who isn't perfect or aligned with you 100% on everything, but it does mean being intentional. Spend more time with people who inspire you, who are doing the work, who are building something, who believe in themselves and in you. The right circle will absolutely change your life, and I'm speaking from personal experience here. At the end of the day, most men aren't failing because they're not good enough. They're failing because they're getting in their own way. These 6 things might seem small or harmless, but they compound over time. And if you don't become aware of them, they will quietly kill your momentum before you ever get started. So if any of these habits sound familiar, I do have good news. That means that you are self-aware, and self-awareness is the first step to change. So congratulations. If this video helped you in any way, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this from a woman's perspective. These videos always serve as a really great reminder for myself as well. So let me know down in the comments which one resonated with you the most, or something that you are currently working on. I would love to hear also an accomplishment of yours that you feel really proud of too, if you're open to sharing. Just want all the good vibes down in the comment section. If you haven't already, also be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.